Hello and welcome back to Syberia. We are going to the monastery. We are in our snazzy new suit. We are here to ask for cure for Hans. Oh. Oh, I was wondering what she was doing, but she put on the glasses. Oh. I really do think that they are siphoning all the money from... I wanna see what's there. Siphoning all the money. Okay, maybe we shouldn't. Siphoning all the money from the city. 'Cause this looks mighty fine. No? Okay. They don't want us in, so maybe we actually have to go here first. Oh yes. Hello, sir. Or ma'am. Sir, okay.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to disturb you, sir?
Blessed art thou, my sister. What can I do for you?
My name is Kate Walker, and my train is currently at the station in Romansburg.
Oh, Romansburg. Pretty town, but not the kind of town for pretty strangers. Pretty solitary strangers.
I don't intend to hang around long, brother.
Why are all the men creepy?
I'm traveling with an old man, Hans Vorarlberg, and...
Vorarlberg. Did you say Vorarlberg, my sister?
You know him?
No, but I know someone else.
Huh?
Can you hear? It is the sweet song of the Merula alba. If only I could catch a glimpse. Such a rare, pretty bird. Few are they who say in truth they have spied her beauty. It is probably seeking some other Merula alba.
But what about the Hans?
My friend is very ill, you know.
It is God's will. God's will. What can I do, my sister? What can I do?
Maybe you could visit him at his bedside.
Oh, never, my sister, never. I would incur the wrath of our Lord and Patriarch.
I'm looking for someone with a medical background, someone who can tend to the sick.
Our Patriarch is a remarkable doctor, my sister. He cures bodies as well as souls.
You couldn't help me, could you, please?
I am but a simple monk. You have to go see our Patriarch yonder, in the monastery.
You say that I could find someone to help me, up there at the monastery.
Yes, at the monastery, oh yes.
I rang at the monastery, but there was no reply. Maybe they don't want to let me in. Can you tell me, is there another way in?
There is no other way, my sister.
Why won't they let me into the monastery?
Dura lex, sed lex.
I'm sorry?
The law is hard, but it is the law, my sister.
What law?
I don't like questions, my sister. The law is the law is the law.
I must absolutely find a doctor for my friend.
I just do the laundry, my sister, that is all. Down here, there are some doctors, and others do the laundry. You are going to make me late. Do you hear? It is the Merula alba again.
What is a Merula alba?
A rare bird. It can never be seen, as it is as white as snow. They say that when a man sees it, his mind clears, and his intelligence grows and grows.
Why won't you help me?
I must finish my chores before evensong, my sister.
You live in the monastery, I suppose.
That is right, my sister.
Are there many of you up there?
A few old monks. Few are those who heed the calling in this age.
Tell me, what have we got to do to get into the monastery?
You must pull the rope that rings the bell, my sister, but not too hard, or you will scare the birds. Don't scare them. A monk will show you in.
Thank you.
But they didn't.
I rang the bell, but the monk at the door doesn't seem to want to show me in.
There are rules. Rules and traditions to respect here. Respect.
What rules? What traditions?
That some people are less worthy than others.
Okay, so how does that monk up there make an opinion about my worthiness by just looking at me?
It is not a question to ask, my sister.
I bet it's because I'm a lady.
You're telling me that I'm not worthy to enter your monastery?
I didn't say. No, I just washed dirty laundry, that's all.
Yes, you did say that. You implied I wasn't worthy.
Femina inconcessus.
I don't understand Latin.
Latin, like the birds. Erythacus rubecula, picus viridis, merula alba.
I'm getting very angry at the man.
You speak Latin, then?
Oh, monk's Latin, pigeon Latin.
You seem to know the Latin names of birds.
Pretty birds, pretty birds.
Picus viridis?
Woodpecker.
How about Erythacus rubecula?
Robin redbreast.
And Merula alba?
White raven, my sister.
Femina inconcessus?
Women forbidden. No,
Right. I get it. Because I'm a woman, I'm forbidden access to the monastery. Now I understand.
that's the rule, sister. I can't change the rules.
Of course, brother. Women are the source of all sin. Isn't that so? There seem to be a lot of birds around here.
Yes, yes, but the only one that interests me is the Merula alba.
I'm going now. I'll be back soon.
What?
Okay. So I need something. I think I need to steal some of the ropes to get up. And he likes birds. So I need to ask. Well, Hans is. I was gonna say Hans, but Hans is sick, so I don't think Hans can help me. Maybe the store clerk? Maybe he has something? I'm gonna go there and see. Okay, we're here. Can you help me? Maybe in the attic?
Colonel?
Ah, Miss Walker.
Colonel, you don't have one of those whistles for making bird noises among your many treasures here, do you?
A bird call. Why, I sell them by the truckload during the hunting season. I've got a whole collection of them. I think I've got just what you need somewhere. Aha!
Thank you, Colonel. Oh, I got 3. 4? No. I got
Our route
3.
is still long and my friend is suffering. I don't know what to do.
Syberia is hellish cold at this time of year, Miss Walker. And journeys take an age. Your friend isn't in the prime of youth anymore.
Thanks for all your help, Colonel.
The pleasure is all mine, Miss Walker.
He speaks of Syberia with I. Well, we are going to Syberia with Y. So, Syberia is an island in Syberia, technically. Can I... Can I use them? No. How do I know which one to give? Well, I guess we'll see. I'll get back when we're back at the monastery. Guess I'll start with the golden one. Go in order.
And do you plan on returning it? Ever? Okay, no.
I hope I don't need them later.
Can you hear? Can you hear? The Merula Alba. It is calling to me. Calling to me.
Oh, you're going to change? Like, where are you going? You still look like a lady. I think the boob's gonna give it away, but better than nothing. Okay, well, from this high up they can't really see. I think Hans had made this. Right?
Good evening, sir.
Oh, he doesn't want to talk. Ooh.
I need something else to activate it. I need something else to activate it. I need something else to activate it.
Okay, I don't know. I don't think I can do anything with this as of yet. Ooh. There's a dude there. Will he talk to me? Hawaii? Okay. There must be something there later. Oh. Okay. So we can go here or here. This place looks very scary.
This is really amazing work all the same. Whiling away those celibate hours. This is really...
Okay.
Hello? Anybody there? Excuse me.
What? A woman? Women are expressly prohibited. What the devil are you doing here, woman?
My name's Kate Walker. I'm a lawyer from New York.
I don't think you're a lawyer anymore.
Excuse me, but I absolutely must speak to you, and your monks wouldn't let me in.
Miss Walker, your female presence in this dwelling of monastic retreat is unwelcome. It is very troubling. Please leave quickly.
Please forgive my slightly cavalier methods to get to see you, Father, but my cause is just, I assure you.
I have no need of assurance, my girl. Remember, you are here beneath the gaze of the Almighty.
I have a friend who is really sick. In the village, I was told that...
We must all brave the ordeals the Lord sends us, my child.
My friend is named Hans Vorarlberg. He has devoted his life to making fantastic mechanical machines. His automatons soothed the harsh daily labor of the people of his day, and amused them, entertained them. He's a genius inventor, you know.
An inventor, you say? The inspiration of such people is often cowed to humility before the marvels of God's own creation.
I have come to ask the assistance of the priest healer in the monastery. My friend is very unwell, and very old.
Sometimes a body weary of life refuses treatment. That is why we here tend to the soul. From what ailment is your friend suffering?
A high fever. It started with a kind of fit. He felt...
Sometimes we have to just accept the inevitable, my child, and resign ourselves to the call of time.
You don't understand. Maybe Hans is old and frail, but he has but one desire, to continue his journey.
We have to learn how to meet our fate, my child. This is God's will.
My friend needs treatment. You are the only one for miles around who can give him the care he needs.
I need a sign from the Almighty, or else I can do nothing for your friend. I am sorry, Miss Walker.
Give the
I
shroud.
really need your help, Father. You're our only hope.
My girl, I attend only to extreme cases, grave illness, and madness.
But this is an extreme case, Father.
There is a rule, Miss Walker. You must respect it. Bring me the imprint of your friend's suffering.
I know what you were telling me. I brought the shroud.
Show me, my child. Right. We will go search for your friend.
Thank you. Oh, cutscene.
It's our man. He's got something.
Canton? I can barely hear you.
Mr. Martin.
What news have you got?
I talked to the hotel guys, Mr. Martin. She checked out of Arrowbat last week. Headed off with Hans Vorarlberg.
How is she?
Seems her health is fine, Mr. Martin, but,
What?
her behavior seems...
Don't beat about the bush, Canton, please.
Look, Mr. Martin, it's like this. I'm afraid that Miss Walker has been acting, how do you say, differently.
Did you sleep well, my child?
Yes, thank you. How is Hans?
Alas, you brought him to us so late, my child. I fear we cannot do much. We are going to concentrate on tending to his soul.
What? What did you say?
The man is worn and old. His final hour is upon him.
Oh no.
But that's impossible.
Your friend is dying. You must believe me, my child.
Please take care of Hans, Father, please.
Torment yourself no longer, my girl. I will tend to the poor soul.
Can I see him?
No. I do not advise it. Deranged minds are often too addled by evil, and you could become contaminated by its sly malevolence.
Look, contagion doesn't bother me. I've got to talk with him, you understand?
The rules, Miss Walker. Remember the rules. No one talks to the sick.
I just can't abandon Hans like that. I must see him immediately, you hear?
Okay. So be it. Your friend is in the last chamber at the end of the corridor. I beseech thee, my girl, pay no heed to the imprecations of a sick, delirious, dying man. I will wait for you in the chapel when everything is over. For the formalities, you understand.
Oh, there was something I couldn't talk to. So last room. Oh, here. Hans.
Hans? Hans, can you hear me?
Kate, where are we?
Don't you worry. You're in very good hands. We cannot carry on our journey in these conditions, Hans. You are ill. You have to be cared for.
I must go, Kate Walker.
I said I'd keep you company until we reach Syberia. I brought you here to be treated.
We don't have the time, Kate. We've got to go to Syberia, Kate Walker.
Calm down, Hans, please.
No.
Hans, we're at the monastery. Do you remember?
In Valadilen, it is 7:15 p.m. Father is always punctual. He never stays at home. He always goes to the factory. He locks himself in his office and...
No, Hans. Valadilen is where you were born. Here we're in Romansburg. Valadilen is miles away. We're going to take care of you.
Alexei. Find Alexei Tukianov.
Alexei Tukianov?
Alexei. He has lived with the Yukols. He can cure me.
Who is Alexei?
An old monk. A friend. He knows about Yukol medicine.
Why do you want me to find this monk, Alexei?
Alexei, he can treat me.
Hans, do try to be reasonable. Nobody here can treat you better than the old patriarch.
Alexei knows Yukol medicine. The old patriarch is an ass.
He is.
So you really think this monk can cure you?
Alexei can cure like the shaman. Shaman are the right doctors for me.
It seems you rate the Yukels for their medicine.
Yukol shaman medicine is very strong.
Hans, all that shaman malarkey is nonsense. You know that.
Oh, come on, Kate.
The Yukols know a lot of things, Kate Walker. A lot of things.
I'll be back soon.
Okay, Kate.
Poor Hans. I wasn't listening.
You like to eavesdrop.
Eavesdrop? No, I clean and clean, that's all.
I've just spoken to Hans.
And what news do you bring, my sister?
He spoke to me of one of your brothers, named Alexei.
Ah, tempus edax rerum. Brother Alexei is not of this world, my sister.
Not of this world? Or not anymore in this world?
So you don't know this Alexei, do you?
No, no. Omnis homo mendax.
Okay, I'm gonna see what that means. Otis homo mendax means you are a lying man.
Come on, you must know where Alexei is.
Mors ultima ratio.
Mors ultima. The death is the final reason. Oh. Alexei was a man of God and my friend. He lived away from the monastery for many years among the strange Yukol people and their... Can I read it? Yukol people and their stories of the great mammoths of old that were divine to them. I am no wise monk, far from it, but I have prayed to God long enough to understand that He takes many different forms in the imaginations of men. This might help you. The key is in the light of the mammoth's eye. Key is in the light. Okay. Key is in the light of the mammoth's eye. Hans, I found something. I'm sorry your friend is dead.
Hans?
Hmm?
Okay. Do we go... Oh, maybe we go here. Because we're at the end of the corridor. Oh, hello? I like that we see the reflection in the puddles. Oh. Also, I like that we are not wearing the monk's clothing anymore. Oh. Oh, we're here. I was wondering where we are. There's nothing here. Okay. Gonna go back out. Maybe we can go there. I had a very hard time understanding the layout. There's nothing here. Okay. Guess I'll go talk to the father dude.
Hello, Father.
Hello, my child.
You really can't do anything for Hans?
His destiny is not in mortal hands. We must pray, dear girl. Pray for his redemption.
But Hans has no reason to repent.
His fever-driven outpourings are not those of a holy man. Oh, far from it.
Oh, heck you.
Hans Vorarlberg is not a sinner.
The pagan fantasies with which he sullies the air in his delirium are those of a heretic. Pray, female, pray to save your friend from the sizzling fires of hell.
You're a total crackpot. You're a fanatic. I will talk to Hans. You hear? Okay, I think I've heard all.
Go, my child. But weigh the consequences of your actions well.
No, we couldn't do this before.
Whiling away those celibate hours.
Can we? We can! Just casually destroying.
Some kind of symbol.
Okay, I take photo of the symbol. Can I do the same with the other one? No? Okay. Now where do I need that? There's the something in here that we didn't go to. Yeah, this tree. Oh, and we can go. Oh, this is where Hans is. Oh, someone is. You better not be digging grave for Hans.
Casket gives me the creeps. Whiling away those celibate hours. It's kind of steep. But with the sled, I could slide down the slope.
You don't think about going down in the casket? Okay, maybe... Okay. I don't see anything in here, so... Go back to the... Here, the spirally thing. There was nothing up there, so I'm gonna go down. didn't see this before. Oh, it's a whole hecking big thing. A puzzle. Okay, where's the photo? Okay, cross. It's that way. So this one. Then skip 2 and pull 2. We haven't done a puzzle in a long time. Then skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and pull 2. And then there should be 2 unpulled. Yeah. This one. Oh, that's way up top. Okay. Way up top. Can I just... No. I was hoping I could just click here and it would automatically run all the way. But no. Here we use the mammoth thing. Oh, that's pretty. The eye. Am I supposed to do something? And I can't get it out, right? Okay, what was the thingy that it said? Oh, wrong. Have to look at it. Key is in the light of the mammoth's eye. Do I need to use matches? No. But I don't know anymore where the light shines. Oh. What happened? It's pointing somewhere. Maybe I have to do it. Oh. Now something's happening. No? Oh, okay. I just had to fiddle with it. Now I saw the mammoth. That's cool. Oh. Okay, Alexei Tukianov, Notes and Sketches from the Frozen North. Oh, so I meant to read it. I apologize. April 15, 1947. I loaded my bags and provisions onto a sled pulled by several sturdy, healthy beasts and left the Romansburg monastery, heading northwards in search of the mysterious peoples inhabiting the vast desolate wastes of the Siberian tundra. My superior had conferred on me the mission of evangelizing those pagan tribes from their heathen shamanic beliefs. I traveled under an assumed identity, that of a lowly trapper. I had to be wary of the agents of the state and of the military, for whom any religious activity is suspect. They, for their part, traveled the length and the breadth of eastern Siberia, trying to convince the villagers of the debatable benefits of collectivism. It took me several weeks to accustom myself to the unfamiliar harness. I found no dogs in Romansburg and had to make do with yukis purchased from a hunter. Ah, yuki. Oh! The girl talked about a yuki. Oh! The beast we let loose is a yuki. The yuki is related to both seals and dogs. In the wild, the yuki lives on riverbanks. It is an easy capture for the trapper, as its gluttony is well documented. In winter, it gorges itself on orange salmon, a prey that it often has to share with the fierce Siberian bear, another creature very partial to the fish. They're so adorable. Once tamed, the yuki is an affectionate but whimsical animal. It resists all forms of disciplined training, and only if there are no dogs available it is used to pull sleds. Certain Arctic peoples, however, seem to have better mastered the secret of their domestication, and the yuki is central to their daily activities. Of all the peoples who inhabit these god-forsaken regions, I find the Yukos the most fascinating. Perhaps that is why I headed for those regions where I was most likely to encounter them. Representing the soul messenger who guides the dying to the other world, the Yukos are fearful of him. The journey was long and dangerous. It wasn't until October 27th, 1947 that, for the first time, I made contact with the Yukos. I have spent long months living among them. I have come to know them and to understand them for who they are. I soon abandoned any notion of converting them. I applied myself instead to the study of their mores and customs. That's so cool. So little is known about the Yukos, less than is known of any inhabitant of the frozen north. Today they live far, far away at the foremost tip of the Siberian tundra. Because of their remoteness and their inhospitable climate, the Yukos have remained small in number, overlooked by the scientific community and the Soviet governmental machine. The only documents available before my departure were several drawings, notes and photographs taken 100 years ago by Russian explorer Marie Budrinov. It is to her we owe what little is of the Yukos people and its culture. The Yukos hark back to the last ice age. Curiously, traces of their presence have been found in Western Europe, more precisely in the heart of the French Alps, in the prehistoric caves of Vallée de l'Aisne. This suggests that over centuries they undertook a long migration toward the extreme north of the globe. So that's why the toy was in Valadilene. The sacred half-fang. This bird is often inseparable from the Yukul shaman. It seems to be considered in turns as his friend, representative, and even as his incarnation. That's scary. Lemmings congregate on the open plains of Syberia. They feed on grains and small fruit that they store in their holes to face the scarcity of the winter month ahead. Lemmings dig deep tunnels in the ice to escape their predators. The hunters they most fear are harfangs, who seem to find the lemmings something of a delicacy. On several occasions during my journey, I encountered traces of Yukul society far to the west of the areas we know today. Along forest trails, I discovered small piles of carefully piled stones, altars on which Yukul hunters made ritual offerings to one of their pagan gods. We now know the reason for the Yukul's long migration. Their domestic economy was, it seems, directly linked to the mammoth. They used the mammoth for both transport and as beast of burden, for meat, skin, fat, and ivory. It is beyond doubt that we are dealing with a genuine case of symbiosis between man and animal. Mammoths were forced north by changing climatic conditions, and the Yukuls followed. Some prehistoric cave drawings identified as being of Yukul origin have led the scientific community to conjecture that at one time the Yukuls realized the incredible achievement of domesticating mammoths. They are, to our knowledge, the only prehistoric people to have represented a man astride a mammoth. Yukul life was thus intimately linked to that of the pachyderms. They used their hide for clothing and to build roofs, walls, and houses. They used their tusks to construct the frameworks of their dwellings and for weapons, tools, and jewelry. Curiously, the disappearance of the mammoth 12,000 years ago had no immediate impact on the Yukul's way of life. It seems that they were able to retain the strong link that tied them to mammoths throughout millennia. As incredible as it might seem, Yukuls still feed on mammoth meat today and use mammoth hide for clothing and to root their dwellings. Their craftsmanship of mammoth ivory is altogether remarkable. It appears that the Yukuls have managed to retain their ancestral habits by using over the years the many frozen mammoth bodies that are perfectly preserved in the frozen Siberian wastes. They are said to have lived off this enormous pantry for more than 30 centuries. To do this, they have hollowed out a vast network of caves in the frozen ground. According to the intrepid explorer Marie Budrunov, Yukul civilization has now gone underground. Specialists in paleontology department at St. Petersburg have never credited Yukul myths and legends. However, the legend of the Siberian ice ark is typical of such folklore. It has long been considered a fable told by shaman in the evening to ward off the boredom of long Siberian winter months. The legend tells that somewhere on a lost island to the north of the tundra, there still exists live mammoths, relics of the long-gone ice age, a tiny population that has been preserved for more than 12 centuries under Yukul care. The island the pachyderms inhabit is called Syberia. To my notes, I add the tale of this legend as Marie Budrunov related in it. To my notes, I add the tale of this legend as Marie Budrunov related it in her memoirs. It agrees on all points with statements from Yukuls I had the fortune to meet. Although the story constitutes no proof of the existence of the island of Syberia, it forms a tantalizing hypothesis. Bluegrass? Scarlet bramble. When fall arrives, the odor of its flowers is so strong that it is known to awaken hibernating yuki. Scarlet bramble. Mixed with walrus blubber or tallow, the scarlet bramble is frequently used in yugal medicine. The fumes released by burning it have considerable healing properties. The shaman recount that the plant only grows on the tomb of one of whose soul is at peace. Okay, I'm gonna take a photo, because I think we need to make this for Hans. So we need to go to the cemetery and look for these. The legend of Syberia. At the end of the last ice age, there were huge climatic changes. Much of the land was flooded by water. The sudden environmental variation put the existence of a number of animal species in danger, including the mammoths that inhabited the lands of the Siberian North at that time. The Yuguls, a particularly advanced people for the age, set about the construction of an enormous ark, like that of Noah, with the objective of preserving the mammoths, objects of religious devotion, from extinction. The enormous craft was entirely constructed of mammoth tusks and was loaded with small herd of beasts and huge quantities of fur. The fate of the ship was entrusted to several particularly courageous members of the Yugul clan. Their mission was to lead the animals toward more welcoming climes. Once such lands were discovered, it was agreed that they would unload the animals and then come back to spread the tidings of their good fortune. It wasn't until 10 years later that the ark returned to its starting place. The Yuguls who had remained on the continent were surprised to find the ship empty, but for the perfectly preserved bodies of several mammoths in the ice that packed the bottom of the ship, they took this mysterious offering as a sign from the gods and ate the mammoths in a memorable feast. A week later, carried along by ocean current, the ark set sail again. Once more it returned 10 years later with more frozen mammoths on board. The phenomenon continued for millennia. Every 10 years the ark would reappear, each time filled with immaculately preserved mammoths. The Yuguls interpreted the phenomenon as an act of benevolence on the part of the souls of their congeners who had died during the ark's first journey in some infernal maritime cataclysm. They made a religion of the ark with its own rites and customs that was marked by the periodic appearance of the phantom ship and its precious cargo. For centuries, nothing seemed to affect the ark's mysterious roundabout. One day, however, the ark returned earlier than expected and empty. This was 100 years ago. The poor Yuguls fell into deep despair. Everything they had believed in and had been the foundation of their culture since the dawn of time lost meaning. The most valiant tried hard to maintain hope, especially because of the ark still continued its peregrinations into the unknown, borne away on the seasonal ocean tides. But one morning the ark refused to set sail. Many Yuguls then left their village forever, trailing their despair across the tundra. Sometimes they can be encountered in the smoke-filled drinking holes of the last outpost of civilization. These poor southern souls drown their befuddled minds in alcohol, recounting their unlikely mammoth tales to fellow alcoholics. When the explorer Budrinov arrived among the Yuguls, she noted that presence of what was once a ship. Only the Yuguls could perceive the mystical craft of their legend beneath the layer of ice that had accumulated over centuries. She put towards the hypothesis that the accumulated ice had eventually doubled the volume of the ark and rendered it incapable of negotiating the danger posed by floating ice in the Arctic floe. I, Alexei Tukianov, can confirm that the observations of this audacious adventures are true. The ark that leads to the Isles of Syberia is indeed real, and even if I have not found the formal proof, I am convinced of its isle's existence and that remnants of a mammoth population may still live there today. Oh god. Yugal relic? Okay. I'm gonna run to the cemetery now. Can I find... No, I don't see any... Oh! I lied, I see something.
What on earth is that? What on earth is that?
It's the thingy you need. How do I get it? Okay, Alexei died like 6 years ago. Okay, so we need a knife. And then we need the flower. Thing, but I don't see. I don't see the flower. What did it say about the... I know I took a photo, but this is easier. Okay, bluegrass. Oh, the bluegrass grows in Syberia. Walrus blubber or tallow. Okay, so we need to find a knife and this stuff. Okay, I think this is a good spot to end. And in the next time we're gonna find a knife or something and try to get the blubber and stuff. This is getting very interesting. I hope we can save Hans. And I hope that the person looking for us doesn't catch us. It's very scary. But yeah, I hope we can save Hans and take him to Syberia. To get to so he can see his dream come true. But we'll do that next time. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay? Okay. Bye!